Welcome back to Startup Hack. With my 25 years of development experience here at Startup Hack, we turn beginners into full stack developers in as little as 3 months. Today we're diving into some more awesome JavaScript one-liners and awesome tips and tricks for writing JavaScript, because we all want to be JavaScript pros, right? So let's dive in.
Do you want to start a lucrative career as a software developer? With our amazing material and awesome tutors that are available for one-on-one training, we can help make sure that you're successful. The course teaches technologies that companies use and want software developers to know. You can complete the course in as little as 12 weeks, so check out startuphack.com today. And make sure to check out the link to the coding samples. We always provide the code along with our videos, so check out the link below. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, because we bring you a lot of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. Now let's get back to the code.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into some awesome JavaScript one-liners here. So in this one, we're going to actually work about the remove falsy values from array. So use this method if you want to be able to filter out any falsy values in the array. So in this case, we can remove out like Boolean, right? So we're going to remove falsy, and so a string. So we can try to get rid of any of the the garbage from here. So let's run this guy. So this is handy if you want to get rid of like NaNs or any undefines or anything like that. So we're going to step through this here, and lost my console. 1 second here. All right, so look like we got our console back here now. So I'm going to step through these, and we can see that now we've removed anything that wasn't, a bad, like the NaN, true, and so we've removed that by remove any of these random things, and so that's really helpful because a lot of times you're trying to remove anything that's false. So in this case, it's going to remove false or NaN as well as an undefined. So that can be super helpful. Good one to remember here. This array.filter on the Boolean. And if you're passing in like true or false, then whether how to remove those. So very handy, helpful one there. Let's move on to our next one here. So this next one is going to check if the number is even or odd, and very simple, right? This is just using our this operator here. Some super simple task that can be solved by using the modulo operator. And so as we use the modulo operator here, I blanked for just a second on what that was called. So thank goodness I have some notes here. The modulo operator, and we can check if a 2 is even or if 1 is even. And so let's check out what our results are here. So we can see that true is even and 1 is false, as we would expect. So pretty simple one here, but just don't forget this modulo operator. It's something that I've seen people do before that that they've forgotten. So let's jump in this next one. Get a random integer between two different numbers. So I know a lot of times you want to get an integer or you want a random value, but you aren't really sure exactly where, it could be some huge thing and you don't need that. In this case, we want to get a random value between like 1 and 50. And so you can see at one point we did some notes, but those comments are going to differ every time, hopefully, because if it's truly random, then we would get a different result each time. So it looks like this time we got 18, this time we got 22. So good way to do a random number between two values. And so I know a lot of times we can do the math.random, but you're at the mercy of trying to figure out what it is. And this is a really good one-liner for remembering how to get a random number between two values. So very helpful. All right, and as always, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, but also we do offer, all these code samples live, so make sure that you grab these because they're really helpful to have in your back pocket. So make sure you pull down the samples. I think we're up to 190 different samples on there, so lots of good code that we're just giving away all for free. All right, now we're going to get the average value of an argument. So we can use this to reduce the value of the average value of the arguments that we provide in this function. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get the average value of 3. So average is important, and we can use the reduce. This is a helpful function that will be useful many different times to get the average value of a list here. So we can see that the average value in that case was 3. Again, what we're doing here is we're using the reduce, and we're passing in, and then we're also taking the lengths and dividing it by the length. So good little average function here, which isn't provided out of the box with JavaScript. So very helpful there. All right, we want to truncate another number to a fixed decimal point. So we can use the Math.pow method. We can truncate a number to a certain decimal point that we provide inside of the function. So if we want to say, hey, we want to truncate this to just 2, it's going to round that and do that truncation up to there. So let's check this guy and see how he works. So we can see here that we're going to get 1.01 because you can see that it rounded up to this value here, to the second decimal place. And in this case where you have, you could have 555 100 times and it'll round up to 1.56 as we can see here. So very handy little function there for doing good rounding and good clean rounding, because I know sometimes those rounding can be unpredictable. All right. The last one that we're going to tackle for this video today is calculate the number of different days between 2 dates. So sometimes we need to calculate the number of days between 2 dates, and a line of code can be done. So if we have the date and we have another date, and we want to do it takes the math.ceiling and does some math with the dates, and then does some other cool math to get these numbers and to get the difference in the numbers of days. So if you want to get how many days there are between 2 different points, this can be very handy. So using our JavaScript, we do this, and in this case we would get 90. So I'm going to do this one again here, and let's do something a little bit more recent. So I want to see how many days it was since, let's see here. Says COVID, right? What was COVID? It was 2020, 03, and let's say it was roughly the 15th. I can't remember the exact day, but we're close enough there. And today is May 22nd, as you can see from my time bar. Let's see how many days it was since COVID was announced, right? So we're going to run to here. And we're going to get to run back through everything here. We're just going to let this guy keep flying. All right, here's our day differences now. 1,500 days since COVID. Man, sometimes it seems like yesterday, and sometimes it seems like a lifetime ago. But at any rate, these are some great JavaScript one-liners. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, because we do try to bring you valuable content. Also, the best way that you can give this a compliment is to share this with other people, and so that's a huge way. But make sure you check out starterpack.com. Make sure you pull down these code samples, and I'm going to continue to bring you more and more videos, trying to crank out as many videos as I can. And until next time, we'll see you.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.